Governor Calvo finds himself in the nation's capital just days ahead of Friday's automatic federal spending sequester that's expected to hit everything from education, child health care, and nutrition to FAA air traffic control and airport screening, Customs and Border Patrol, the Coast Guard, and the military buildup. Republican Calvo and other governors met with President Obama at the White House this week on the impending cuts, and Calvo expressed frustration but also some optimism amid release of compact impact funds to Guam.
In the midst of all the bad news, I want to start with the good news. At least we've been notified that there's been that transfer of $6 million to GovGuam accounts, in particular to the emergent needs at our hospital. So that's some good news. We also look forward to the remaining balance, I think, of $3.7 million that will be moving to Guam over the next several days.
But on the sequester, Calvo complains Guam, the CNMI, and the other territories don't have a seat at the table. And he's disappointed the departments have given the states much more detail on the sequester than the islands.
That same luxury has not been provided to the territories. And it's not just Guam, it's the CNMI, it's the Virgin Islands, and American Samoa. So in order for us to say how we're going to be prepared, they got to tell us what it is.
The governor is meeting this week with the Secretaries of Transportation, Homeland Security, and Agriculture, and the number 2 at the Pentagon, Ashton Carter, plus Hill Armed Services staffers. Calvo fears a double-barrel hit to Guam's bases and economy.
When I talk about transportation, when I say cutbacks in that area, and FAA and TSA, that means a stemming of the flow of monies coming in as a result of the tourism services industry. The other piston to our engine is Defense Department and military outlays for Guam and military investment. So with this dramatic potential cuts in the Defense Department spending, that's the next piston in our engine. And so, of course, I'm deeply concerned about that.
Congressional Republicans complain the president and Hill Democrats are hyping the sequester to scare public opinion against the cuts. They argue the cuts, including furloughs, will be gradual, and only half the $85 billion in cuts will occur this fiscal year, since the other half are only authorizations for spending, not actual dollars. Calvo is also pushing other messages here this week, talking up the continued need for a China visa waiver for Guam at the State Department and on the Hill, economic development, and inequities the islands face on the Obamacare health insurance exchanges, Medicaid, and other issues. Calvo says the territories face common injustices and need to work together to solve these issues. On Capitol Hill, Matt Kay for PNC News.